parade of all parades down Pennsylvania Avenue.
We're on the ground with Hollywood's biggest stars.
It's a historic moment.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7:30 on 4.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Ask not what
I,
your
Ronald
country
Reagan,
can do
do
for
so.
you.
CBS News coverage of the inauguration of Barack Obama. From Capitol Hill, here is Katie Couric.
And good morning again, everyone, on a magnificent day here in our nation's capital at an historic moment for our entire country. In just about 2.5 hours, 47-year-old Barack Hussein Obama of Illinois will be sworn in as the 44th president of these United States. For the first time in the more than 200-year history of this country, an African-American will be the chief executive. How far we have come, and how far people have come from all over this country to witness the inauguration, be part of the history and the celebration. Here in the nation's capital, they are standing, as you can see, shoulder to shoulder from the Capitol all the way out onto the great National Mall, bundled up, by the way, because it is cold out there. Right now, about 20 degrees, but the wind makes it feel about 9 degrees, but hopefully the huddled masses are keeping each other warm. It's expected to be about 29 at noon when Mr. Obama takes the oath of office. Right now, though, he is attending church services at St. John's, and watching it all with me right here from our studio, CBS News Chief Washington Correspondent Bob Schieffer and Presidential Historian Extraordinaire Doug Brinkley. Gentlemen, good to see you on this very exciting day. And while Doug's a presidential historian, Bob, you've lived through more history than either of us so far, because you covered your first inauguration back in 1965.
This is number 12 for
wow.
me, and I've never seen anything like this. Katie, we were here before the sun came up. By 6:30 this morning, 6:30 this morning, there were already more than 100,000 people out on the mall. We're going to have over 1 million people out there. Now, the biggest inaugural crowd we ever had was Lyndon
yours,
Johnson.
Right. Not yours,
in 1965. No,
your first one.
Our first one. This is going to exceed that. I think the story here today is going to be, we were talking about how big this was going to be. I think it's going to be bigger and a larger crowd than anyone anticipated.
And not to mention, Doug was saying earlier about the people in their hotel rooms who are going to file out at that moment when he takes the oath of office, or shortly before that, or even to come out and watch the parade if they're along the parade route. It is pretty extraordinary, isn't it, Doug?
Well, it's going to be a bragging right to say that I was in Washington,